Welcome to the magical world of John Derian. On today's special holiday episode of Homeworthy, we're in New York City for a look inside this fabulous shop where more than 30,000 ornaments are on display. From whimsical mushrooms to sea creatures to pickles to traditional Santas, there's something for everyone. As an artist, designer, and antiques dealer, John has an incredible eye for beautiful things. This is an episode you don't want to miss. You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story.
Hi, Homeworthy. I'm John Derian. Welcome to my Christmas Wonderland. Come on in. Hi, I'm John Derian. Welcome to my sort of Christmas Wonderland here in the East Village on 2nd Street. I am just a creative person running a business, so it's a little tricky. But I'm from Massachusetts, and I always made things, and then I started selling things, and then I needed a bigger studio, so I took over a store space, and then I thought, oh, maybe I'll have a store. And then the store happened, and then it grew, and then spaces next door to my original shop opened up, so I took 2 more spaces. So it's all been pretty organic. I just sort of believe in all of these things that are sort of authentic and handmade, and sort of like what I do, because I create a product that I sell also to stores around the world. I'm sort of in the same business, like I'm a wholesaler and a retailer and a designer and an artist of sorts. So there's a lot, I wear a lot of hats. We all wear a lot of hats in my shops too. Everyone does everything. As a child, it was really fun hanging Christmas ornaments. It was a thing we did as a family, and it's one of those memories I cherished. And as I started finding more and more Christmas things, the stores started getting more and more full of Christmas ornaments, and then I started going to Germany to this major Christmas show where I would find kind of pretty amazing things, and so then I just started ordering them, and then suddenly the shop became fuller and fuller, and then I'm not sure what happened, but now I have a giant shop filled with a lot of Christmas ornaments. And I don't really have the number, it's like 30,000. It's a lot, it's crazy. It's sweet because I've been here almost 30 years. I've probably been doing this 15, more in a bigger way in the last 5, but I have a lot of people who have like adult kids now that will say like, oh, we used to get a Christmas ornament at your store. And it's just nice. I like being part of this community, and it's sort of nice bringing people together, and it's a fun place for people, and people like to just look around, and there's a lot to look at. So I basically end up organizing things just sort of organically by theme. So there's like bugs, classic, animals, dogs. People like their dog, and people like cat things. So dogs are tricky because sometimes you need to have every single kind of dog. And food and mushrooms. I'm a big mushroom forager, though I don't really know anything about mushrooms, but I just love them, and every year we sort of go to the woods and look at them and we photograph them. So that's sort of a fun thing, and every year they keep making more and more mushrooms. Then we have sea life, then we have scary, and birds, a lot of birds, clip-on birds and hanging birds. So that's it. So then I just started separating them by specific trees. So one tree would have this kind, and one tree would have this kind, and one tree would have this kind. Every year it seems like the champagne, oysters, and caviar are the most popular because they're very celebratory. But then there really are like a cardinal. Yeah, the red cardinal bird is very popular. People have their own quirks. We have classic Christmas, and sometimes it's very popular, and sometimes it's less popular. But it's been pretty popular lately. Santas and classic Christmas things. Welcome inside the shop. So here in our little menagerie, we have Tony. He's our mascot. He's from Massachusetts. We think he's from maybe like a warehouse who built him. I'm not sure what he's constructed out of. He's built in the 50s. He's got a Tony name tag. Looks more like a gas station guy. He's great. We love him. We made some mini Tonys as well too, which are pretty funny. I'll show you in the back as we move forward. We also have Steiff animals. We have a lot of Steiff next door. And we have these animatronic animals made in northern France that move, obviously. And they're your greeters. They can scare you, but they're not really scary. So this is our fruit and vegetable tree, which is a lot of healthy choices. And this is what greets you when you walk in. And again, everything is hand-blown, hand-painted, made in the Czech Republic, Poland, Germany, all different Eastern European places. There's pineapples, actually multiple kinds of pineapples, bananas, some with painted sort of rotting, ripening, I mean. We have all kinds of garlics. We have whole garlic branches. We have avocados and artichokes, a lot of different lemons. We also have our sort of infamous pickle tree. Pickles is sort of a holiday tradition in Germany where you would hide a pickle in the tree and the kids would find it. And then we just started getting more and more pickles. It's one of the trees that sells out the fastest. People do love the pickle tree and the pickles. This is the new guy this year who's a little scary. He's like a mean pickle, but people love him. We have a classic angel. She comes as an ornament, and she also comes as a tree topper. So she has a hole inside and she can fit on a tree. She comes in blue and pink. These are all made in Germany. We have some fun little garlands and wreaths that are floating around, and this is some of them. Okay, and then over here we have our classic tree because, you know, we like classic things as well. And here we have blown glass hand-painted deer, we have nutcrackers, we have crowns, another angel but in silver. We have this very cute larger nutcracker. We have these, which is funny, it's like Santa's bag on a table, a little funny, sort of classic and weird. We also have just a plain old Santa on a sleigh, very cute. We have a lot of snowmen. This is a really beautiful one. The finish on the outside of it is kind of remarkable. And then we have very cute little things that are classic, like here's a little timepiece. Who doesn't want that? I don't know. We also have a little Santa letter. Again, it's just hard to believe all this stuff is blown glass and then hand painted, but here's a little letter to Santa. More snowmen, wreaths, bugles. These were fun this year. They're pine cones, so that would be kind of a fun thing. And then we come to our tree topper area. And these are pretty crazy. Here's, if you want something religious, we've got a Virgin Mary. We've got a snowflake. If you want something obscure, we have a gnome in a mushroom. Like, who doesn't want that? I don't know. The snowflake is a new one this year too. This is, again, all glass, then painted. And then we also have smaller ones here. We have a Krampus, if you want something scary. This is another cute little Santa. We have stars. We have stars in glass. The most popular star toppers we have are these paper mache ones that are gilt. These are very popular. It comes in like 6 styles and different points, different shades of gold. Those are really fun. We have 2 trees of sweets. So we have like desserts and pastries. We have like a beautiful like tiered display here of sweets, vegetables. Macaroons. We have like a melted snowman cookie, which I would like to see in real life because it's very cute. We have a lot of candy canes and sticks like this, and just plain old candies as well that look like this. And there's also, I think, a tray of candies around here somewhere. We also have a lot of these cotton fruits and things. They're made in Germany and they're all cotton and they're painted. They're great for wrapping gifts. Some people put them in their tree too, and there's all kinds of fruits and berries. This is what we have of cats and dogs. Like I said before, it's tricky because everybody wants their dog, so this is we sort of fill this with a lot of dog breeds because people want their dog, but people will take any kind of cat thing. So thank you, cat people, for liking just cat things. Oh look, a banana split. Who doesn't want that? A chocolate bar. And then this is another weird tree. Weird, I meaning like interesting things. Like if you have a friend that's a carpenter and you want to give them an ornament, here's a hammer. Again, it's hand painted, has glitter on it. There should be a screwdriver in here, a typewriter, a pen, lanterns, keys, some people. And then this is a beautiful tree. This is all floral. We have some kind of amazing greenhouses. And then we have a lot of these very labor-intensive flowers. So it's like a blown glass flower, and these are clip-on. The clips are good when the things are pretty heavy and they just clip onto the branch and you're ready to go. There's also some snails in here. This is a popular tree people do love flowers, and so this happens to be popular. I don't know if I said animals. We also have sort of amphibious things with lizards and alligators, but this is sort of like the more mammal. There's one guy who deals in these beautiful old finishes. So his stuff, he uses molds that are like 100, 150 years old, and then he uses this beautiful sort of patina that he puts inside his things so they look old, and he does a great job. And then this is another company that does these sort of big flower balls and very decorative. Like one of these is all you really need to celebrate. And these are really cool. These are all made in Germany. They're pretty labor intensive. It's cut board and then it's all glittered. So every year we get new colors. So we have a good range this year. Prince Albert was German, and when he came to England, he brought the Christmas tree to England. And I think somehow Germany's kind of maybe started more of the traditions of the tree and tree ornamentation. And so I think that's why Germany has so many Christmas markets, because I think it sort of all started there. This is truly a favorite tree of everybody because, again, it has some really funny, obscure, and beautiful things, and sort of iconic things like caviar, or ham, or hot dog, or marshmallows, or a TV dinner, or a bag of potato chips, you know? One of the 6 things that are bad for you, but hey, it's okay. Here's a champagne bottle, okay, with glitter. We have a baked potato with butter. I mean, it's really endlessly weird and funny. If you like espresso maker, we have an espresso maker. For your friend that loves espresso, we have ham and melon. We have red wine. There are a lot of funny egg things. We have a carton of eggs, organic and free range. Nothing better. This is like the funniest one, I think, of all, because it's the thing that you don't want in your life. It's like a plastic water bottle, but it's actually blown glass and then painted. So you're getting a hand-blown glass painted thing that looks like a plastic water bottle. That, I think, is pretty funny. There's also French fries, slices of cheese, different kinds of cheese, hamburgers, condiments. This is a never-ending sort of fun source. People will just stand here with their friends and just be like pointing and talking and laughing. There's also an egg and caviar. This is sort of like the universe. We've got moons and stars. We've got rockets. I think the rockets are incredible. Like these colors, the silver and the orange and the red, they do such a beautiful job. And the half moons are amazing. One year, one had an eye patch. And then this little moon is really cool, I think. Other half moons. I do love the flying saucers. I think they're pretty amazing. There's some that has an alien coming out of it. Oh, this is another one with an alien. This is another one with an alien. We think we have maybe just also an alien, plain old alien. Oh yeah, there he is, a green alien. Oh yeah, the eye patch one is here. Oh, this is an eye mask. There's something about the sort of shininess of everything that they all kind of mix well. So I don't think you have to be so specifically this kind, this kind, this kind. I mean, you could do a whole tree of flowers or a whole tree of this, but I think it is fun to mix, and I think because they're all sort of shiny and sparkly, it's okay. I think you just want to be choosing things that you love and then putting it together. I don't think it's like a gallery wall, but on a tree. Like your collection of things that you love, but on a tree. We also have these, which are really amazing. These are made in Germany. They're actually feather trees made with feathers, which is how traditionally trees were made. And then these come with these little ornaments, which are kind of a great tree for your office or for a bookshelf, or maybe if you're traveling and you need a tree. I think those are great. Also, these are very popular. This is a company that's been around for 100+ years, and they have all these old molds, and they're all hand painted. And this is kind of a Krampus. He's got some horns, and he's painted. This is for decoration. This is great for a tabletop or a bookcase or entrance hallway. We are a destination, and I've been here almost 30 years. We'll be 30 years next year. And people come because they like the handmade things and things that we have. And the Christmas ornaments is another one of those things. And then we'd like people to be able to be comfortable while they're shopping. So we keep the store kind of limited. All 3 stores get limited if we feel like they're too crowded, just because we want people to be having a good time and to have a good experience and see the things all around them and not be blocked by lots of other people. So anyways, the ropes are pretty funny, and I feel like 2 Christmases ago, I basically manned the rope a lot, where I just like let three people in and 3 people out and 3 people in. And I feel like I was in a club, you know, it was pretty funny. And then people would wait for like 25 minutes and then thank me afterwards. And I was like, you waited 25 minutes and now you're thanking me? But it's because they just wanted to be here. I have to say, before I even had a shop in the early 90s when I moved to New York, there was this flower shop I used to love to visit, had antiques too. And I would just like to look around and leave. It was just sort of a nice experience. And I do appreciate people that just come and like to get sort of like the sense of things or have the experience. It doesn't always matter if somebody leaves with something. I just do like sharing all of this. So, I mean, obviously it would be great if you buy something. Just kidding. So here is our showstopper. This is the mushroom tree, and every year the people that we order and buy from create more new mushrooms. And what's kind of fun about it is that there are so many mushroom types. The tree kind of is just like a never-ending mushroom thing. We have shiitake mushrooms. We have you can see, we have every kind of mushroom you can imagine. And there are more this year that were more different varieties. We have little ones. These are clip-ons. We have clip-on. We have hanging. We also have ones that are made out of cotton. And then down below the table, we also have, these are from a German company. These are just glitter mushrooms. These are fun under a tree. But really, there is so many mushroom types that it's really mind-boggling. And we have like multiple trees in here. We also have gnomes mixed in here. We have a giant mushroom here with a gnome. It's his hat, little gnome, more sort of organic looking colors. Same with some of those, are more, quote, lifelike. But there really is truly a lot of mushrooms. This one is amazing, has multiple mushrooms. And there's all sizes, and you can just get one that's just super plain, like that. And this is just like a little gnome hiding under a mushroom. He's got matching shoes, matching his hat. He's very cute. And, oh yeah, these are other weird ones. I mean, all mushrooms are edible ones. That's a joke. But you can see there's a lot. And that you think you've seen all of them, and then you keep moving, and there's more, and then there's more, and then there's more new ones in here. Under the table, though, are the paper mache or plastic glitter mushrooms. These are all glittered, and they come in different colors. And then some people like mix them up and tell stories and mix them in with their other Christmas things or those glitter trees or other kinds of mushrooms. So mushrooms are just an amazing thing, I think. What else is amazing is the sea life tree. So this is pretty crazy. This is the oyster in the half shell I was saying was very popular, a little bit sort of organic. We also have funnier versions that have kind of a pearl, and they come in blue, gold, silver. We've got fish. I mean, it's pretty obvious when you look at these things up close. I mean, all the work that's involved, like this is all blown. It's pretty delicate. We've got ships, we have other octopus, we have squid. This is from that guy that uses funny old molds. So these are this is more like turn of the century style. Tropical fish, a lot of shells. We have a lot of shells this year. So these are beautiful colors and many different colors. And then there's, who doesn't like an octopus? We have octopus, shells. Oh yeah, we have a lot of whales. Some with spouts, different kinds of spouts. This is like a cut metal spout, that's not. We've got sawfish, we've got lighthouse. Really is another sort of wonder. There's a merman and a merwoman. This is a pretty weird and funny one. It's a fish and a fishing rod. So if you have a fisherman in your life or a fisherwoman, there you go. We've got crabs. We've got lobsters. Quite an array. We also have these beautiful shell encrusted things from Christopher Bassett, which are one of a kind that are really cool. So we have all this sea life and shell things mixed together with some other sort of sea life and shell things there. Coming this way, we have some mini trees on our counter. We have some crystal trees as well. We have some lollipops, so if you want to be like, you know, a Santa, you can for only $12. I'm not sure if it's gluten-free, but we can look into that. These things are all handmade in the Czech Republic, all crystal. And then these are pretty funny, again, sort of very weird, obscure. Like here's a little tree that stands. People use these to wrap on gifts. This one comes with a little mushroom. And then we have this other popular tree, which is scary. And we put this out at Halloween as well, because we have people that like to collect the scary ornaments, but then it's still a very popular one here. It just depends on who you are and what you like, just like everything else in the shop. We have crazy, I mean, a lot of different kind of bats that hang upside down, which is pretty charming. And a big variety, and they have some with red wings, black wings. We have some that are really small. You can't even tell what they are. So it's sort of like this. He's pretty cute. Bats are a great thing. Seems to be a flying saucer in here. We've got a Krampus in a cauldron. So I guess he wasn't nice this year, so he's now burning. We've got dragons, black cats, eyeballs. This is, I think, an eyeball with a skull. A lot of painting in this one. But you can see owls, bats, devil. These are really fun too. These are made in Germany. They're all handmade out of paper mache, and they're these great little painted faces and really pretty little balls on there. We also have some funny Austrian reliquaries from Austria from like 1920, and that's what these other scary things are that are mixed in here. Oh, these are actually one of my favorite things. These are kind of weird and bizarre because they're also sort of so nostalgic because people had actual candles on their trees. And this is like a fake version, but it's a clip-on, so you could do your whole tree in lanterns. And we have, every year I find more and more colors. So here we go. A lot of varieties. Also with lanterns. But they're really fun. I like these a lot. Charming. This area is also all handmade. There's Vintage by Crystal is the name of one company, and it's a husband and wife that make them. They're pretty amazing. And then this other company from Germany does some using turn of the century porcelain faces. So there's a big range here. And then Vintage by Crystal are these amazing ones that are just like mushrooms, or mushrooms with a little snail. Isn't that amazing? They also make these trees, which comes complete with these little cotton icicles, and it's coming out of a mushroom, which I think is pretty crazy and fun. And they sometimes find vintage things and they mix them up with their stuff. So there's also this is all made out of cotton. So it's a cotton giraffe, cotton Santa, some vintage things mixed in here. This is a vintage basket that they filled with the little Santa. This is kind of amazing. I don't know where they find all these things. And that hangs like that. Another very popular category are birds. These are all the hanging birds we have. We have owls, chickens, turkeys, a lot of hummingbirds. We also have all the same versions, but with their clip-on, cardinals, some with acorns, pelicans, toucans. It's endless. But the hummingbirds are beautiful. There's so many varieties of hummingbirds. Also, we sell these flocked trees. These are also feather trees that have been flocked. We have versions that are not flocked. And it's also made by the company that does some of the glass ornaments. But these are all from this other company in Germany that do paper mache things using old molds. We had these funny, one of these opens, maybe this one. Yeah, this is like a little, oh, you can hide things in there. One opens, the other ones don't. But they're all paper mache and hand painted. Some of the ornaments that we sell now come boxed. So if you do want to have something more uniform, we have those. A lot of mushrooms, more painted mushrooms, more Santas, more mushrooms, more trees. You know, sometimes I'm crazy when I go ordering because I think, oh, that's beautiful. That would be great. That was fun. So then I order these dragons, which are really pretty incredible. They're the most labor-intensive ornament that we have. And they're also the most expensive. It's $352 for one ornament, which I thought was a mistake when they got priced, and then they weren't. But you can see they are they are really incredible. So there's all kinds of dragons in here. We've got dragons, but you can see the beauty. This is a very sweet tree topper who looks a little Disney-ish. There's a little hole down here, and you can stick it on your top of your tree. We have gray, we have pink, we have blue. This is also a funny thing, also traditional. It's all, you can fill it with candy and things. We have 3 sizes of the boots. This whole area is for if you want to be decorating your mantle or your table, hallway. You can do little vignettes. There's Santas, snowmen, trees, owls, mostly a lot of trees though, and really cute snowmen, and some painted mushrooms. These are vintage. So, it is New York, and we're all limited to space, and the ornaments come very well wrapped in lots of boxes. And so when we set up the store, we have all the merchandise on the store. We have like 3 of everything out, and then we store things in all kinds of funny places. Like there's some glitter trees that we store in here, just because we had this bird cage and it didn't fit anywhere, so we put those in there. And this ended up being kind of a beautiful thing, but our back stock for all the ornaments out there is in here. Watch your step. Here we are outside, protected by a roof, and we have all of our ornaments stored out here. So as we sell certain mushrooms, we'll come back here and we'll go to the mushroom area and fill mushrooms on the mushroom tree, or if we need more sea life things, we'll come back out here and grab sea life things. But you can see they end up looking pretty beautiful, so that's why you kind of have to see it. These are also really funny. They hang on a tree, and you can put it's water. You can put water in there, but I think they were really originally for candles, and sometimes we put those like battery-operated candles in here, and they're pretty charming and glowy. But this is it. This is our quote storeroom, but it's pretty nice. I just love how it does bring people together and it's celebratory. I like that it's sort of it's a little interactive. Like you step into this place and you're sort of taken away, and I think that's nice for people to sort of escape and see all the beauty. And we have a really good customer base that really appreciates handmade things, so it's nice. Another sort of dimension of that. We have like handmade quilts and plates and things, but it's like nice to see the ornaments and other handcrafted things.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to go to homeworthy.com for exclusive content, shopping guides, and so much more.